This is a new update from CMS Investment Academy, and I'll be explaining these various rankings. As you can see on the screen, we have the staff, we have the manager, we have executive manager, we have director, we have managing director. Now, some of you might be asking, what are these rankings? Is it that they are going to be making us staff, manager, executive manager, director, managing director? Yes, something like that. But is a ranking that is based on targets, which means there is a target you will have to meet in order to achieve these various rankings. Now, CMS Investment Academy brought up this ranking as a way to motivate all their indirect traders and also to help you set targets. You know, anything that you are doing in life and you don't have a future target or a plan or a goal or something you want to achieve from that thing, you will not take it seriously. So the reason why CMS Investment Academy thought it wise to bring up these different rankings is in a way to help you, aspire, a way to help you have a future financial goal and future financial plan, and not just be, depending on the temporary monetary gains that you are making at the moment. They want you to have a better financial future. So as you can see here, I said we have staff, manager, executive manager, director, managing director. Each of these rankings has an equity value that is attached to them. They all have an equity value. What do we mean by equity value? Equity value is simply the amount of funds that is corresponding with each of these ranking, which means the amount of funds that an indirect trader must have accumulated in his or her indirect trading account in order to achieve these various rankings. Now, in the next slide, I will be explaining further on the prices that are attached. But before I come back to these prices, I want to go to the next slide so that I will explain something to you. Now, in this next slide, you can see the traders ranking. You have staff. Staff has an equity of $50,000. This simply means that for you to achieve the rank of staff of CMS Invest and Academy, you have to have an equity, a total accumulated volume of trades of $50,000, which means your total funds that you have accumulated over time in the platform should be up to $50,000. That is about 20 million naira. So this helps you to actually set a target for the next 1 month, a target for the next 2 months. Maybe you are currently at 1 million, currently at 500,000. Your target should be to hit this 20 million in the next 1 or 2 months or 3 months, depending on how long you want to take before you hit this target. But immediately you hit this target, which is $50,000, you will be qualified automatically as a staff of CMS Invest and Academy. And there is a prize, which means you will get a prize from this platform. So I'll go back and explain the prize. But before I do that, the next ranking is the manager. The manager has an equity value of $100,000. That is about 40 million naira, which means if you are able to actualize your equity value, accumulated funds over time on the platform, if your total accumulated funds over time on the platform is up to $100,000, you will be qualified as a manager. And this manager rank has its own price. Now, the next ranking is the executive manager, which has an equity of $150,000. $150,000 is about 60 million naira. So if you are able to achieve this rank, maybe in the next 2-3 months, you will be qualified as, you will be known as an executive manager of CMS Invest and Academy. You see how beautiful that is. Now, the next one is the director, and it has an equity value of $200,000. $200,000 is about 80 million naira. So if you are able to have an accumulated funds or trades of $200,000 on the platform, you will be qualified, or you will be known as a director in CMS Invest and Academy. The last but not the least, which is the biggie, is the managing director. So many of you will be wondering, so I will become a managing director. Yes, we'll make you a managing director of CMS Invest and Academy if you are able to hit this target of $500,000. $500,000, that is about it should be about 100 million or more than that. So convert it to Naira, you will find out the amount. That should be about 200 million, sorry. That is $500,000. So this is the highest ranking. Once you are able to hit this ranking, you will be known as Managing Director of CMS Invest and Academy. Now, that doesn't mean that you own the company. It's just a ranking. So Managing Director has his own price. Director has his own price. Executive Manager has his own price. Manager has his own price. Staff has his own price. So I'll go back and explain the different prices. As you can see here, let me just zoom in so that you can see it very well. As you can see here, we have the first one, which is an equity of $50,000. This is for the staff. So if you hit that equity of $50,000, you'll be given an iPad. Nobody has ever used it before. Brand new iPad. You'll be given an iPad. Now, this iPad has a value of $950. That's the value of the iPad. But in case maybe you have, you don't need an iPad, or you have several iPads that you are using and you need the cash, you'll be given the cash equivalent of $500 for this iPad. That is if you need the cash. So the next price here is the MacBook. I'm trying to zoom in so that you can see it very well. The next price is the MacBook. MacBook Pro is a kind of Apple laptop. Yes, for those who don't know what MacBook is a kind of Apple laptop produced by Apple. Those people that produce iPhone 11, iPhone 12, iPhone 13, they are the people that produce this one, and it's called MacBook. Very nice, very digitalized and technologically advanced laptop. And for you to get this laptop, you must reach the rank of manager, which is an equity of $100,000. So, and this MacBook has a value of $2,000. $2,000, that's the value of the MacBook. But in case you don't need the MacBook, you don't need a laptop or a second laptop, you can actually receive the cash price. You can actually receive what we call cash equivalent. But the cash equivalent is lower than the value. Yes. So you are going to be receiving a cash equivalent of $1,250. $1,250. So that's the cash equivalent for this second ranking, which is the manager ranking. The next one is the 150,000 equity. Yes, the 150,000 equity, which is for the executive manager. You will be given, if you achieve this rank, you will be given a smart TV. Now, this smart TV is different from your normal flat TV that you have at home. It is smart in the sense that you can actually use this TV to log into the internet. You can use it and browse. The same way you use your laptop to browse. You can use it and connect to your Netflix online and watch several movies that you want to watch online. You can use and do several things that your normal system can do. So that is the beautiful thing about the smart TV. And the smart TV has a value of $3,000. And that's the value for the smart TV. $3,000 is above 1 million sha. So that's the value of the smart TV. But in case you already have a smart TV or you don't need one, you don't like this kind of TV, we can give you an equivalent cash of $2,250. Beautiful. The next one is the director rank. Wow. As you can see, this is a brand new motorcycle. This brand new motorcycle will be given to you if you reach the director rank, which has an equity of $200,000. And this motorcycle is valued at $8,000. Wow, that's the value of this motorcycle, which means this looks like a power bike. Yes, look at it very well. It's looking like a power bike. It's not your normal kind of motorcycle. You can see it is one seat, which means it is a flexible motorcycle. You can use it and run around town, enjoy yourself and come back. It's not like Okada. This is not Okada. This is like a power bike. That is why the value is very high. It is valued at $8,000, which means it is the amount it was bought is $8,000. Now, in case you don't need this power bike, you can actually get the cash equivalent, which is $4,500. The cash equivalent is $4,500. That is over 1.5 million. So you can actually get that when you achieve the director rank. And it is very easy for you to achieve this director rank. Very, very easy. Just hit an accumulated fund of $200,000. Now, the last but not the least, you can see this beautiful ride here. This is actually looking like a Benz, but is a Lexus SUV ROS 350, the latest ROS 350. Now, for you to get this brand new ride, you achieve the ranking of what we call executive director. Executive director. So when you are introducing yourself to someone, you can actually say, do you know that I'm an executive director of a company? So don't talk to me anyhow. So for you to actually get this brand new vehicle, you must have an accumulated fund of $500,000. $500,000. That is about 200 million. Accumulated funds of $500,000 in your trading account or indirect trading account. So the value of this brand new SUV is $16,000. That's the value. The value of this SUV is $16,000, and we are willing, CMS is willing to give it to you free of charge, without any prior payment or anything, free of charge. Now, in case you don't need this car, you are not interested in having a car now, or you have too many cars, you can actually get a cash equivalent of $9,500. That is amazing. That is close to 3 million. 9,500. That's above 3 million. Sorry, that is almost 4 million. Yes, 4 million. So you can get the cash equivalent of $9,500. So these are the various prizes that are attached to each and every of this ranking. Remember, I said the rankings are staff, manager, executive manager, director, managing director. So you can see the equities: $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000, $500,000. Amazing. And people are almost close to this ranking. So many people are close to it. So you just need to double your effort. And before you know it, you are getting gifts from CMS Invest and Academy. So as I said before, this is one of the ways CMS Invest has thought it necessary to motivate all their indirect traders, to reach new heights. You need to aspire. You need to set goals for yourself. Don't just depend on the stipends or the profits, the little profits you are getting from the system. You need to plan, have a financial future, have a financial plan for tomorrow. That's what CMS trading is trying to, do for us. So we need to take advantage of these opportunities. I'll go to the next thing. That's for the update. And people are actually working hard to reach each of those rankings.
All right. Thank you so much, the operations manager. And I want to say a very big thank you to IMT Global for the wonderful privilege, to organize this seminar. And thank God, CMS Invest and Academy is a process for you to get to the place you want to get to. Okay, so I really appreciate the braveness of IMT Global, and also the transparency in helping others to to be aware of what is going on. Thank you so much, and God bless you.